What's up guys, Magic Knobs here, and today I'm bringing to you a new Modern Warfare gameplay. This is a gameplay that I've wanted to bring for a while, but I just haven't had a chance to do so. But it's the R9-0 shotgun, also known as the DP-12 in real life. This is a super badass gun. Shotgun to be exact. Let me tell you, this in real life, this gun is a real beast. Like, I love the fact that it's a double barrel shotgun. Like, you just pump it, you shoot twice before you have to pump it and stuff like that. So it's kind of a nice blend between a standard pump action and semi-automatic shotgun. I really hope they can make a really cool airsoft version of this one day. I would definitely pick it up. I just because of how futuristic and cool it looks. That's just me. I think it would look really, really cool. So yeah. Enjoy that in the background because it's pretty sick. And I mean, of course, you gotta run with the dragon breath rounds just to make it even more destructive and stuff like that, right? But anyways guys, we got some serious stuff to talk about in this because it's all over the news and I'm sure you've been following it. Russia has officially invaded Ukraine, and as I speak right now, they are closing in on the capital of Ukraine, and it's pretty scary. Now, the whole conflict between Russia and Ukraine isn't anything new. In fact, to be honest, this conflict has been going on since 2014, to be exact. It all started with border conflicts, if anything, to be honest, and I believe it was back in 2014 when with a big shock to the world, Russia invaded Crimea, which at the time was a part of Ukraine, or I guess just they're the southern neighbor of actual Ukraine. So it was a big shock to the world, and Crimea is now heavily influenced by Russia because of their invasion that they went about back in 2014. Number of countries condemned the invasion, and therefore they put a lot of sanctions on Russia and stuff like that, obviously. And ever since then, it's just been tons and tons of border conflicts, and Ukraine has had to just guard their borders. And literally, I remember watching a documentary, or Vice documentary, where Ukraine soldier literally just from one end of the building is theirs, but on the very far side of the other building is controlled by Russian soldiers and stuff like that. That's how close were between each other, and like that's how close they were from actually just engaging from one another. Now, the thing is, Putin is possibly one of the most worrisome leaders of Russia in a long time. He is practically going back to the Soviet Union days, he wants to practically bring Russia back to the Soviet Union days, where they have heavy influence on the countries and around them or surrounding themselves. They want to spread that influence. And the thing is, the big thing is that Russia does not want Ukraine to join NATO. That is the big thing that is what made them put pressure on Ukraine to begin with and start sending troops close to the Ukrainian border. And time again, Putin and Russia refused to admit that they were going to invade Ukraine. They constantly denied it, and they even made I don't know, they made an attempt to make the US believe that they had withdrawn troops at one point, but like nobody bought that, right? And as much as they kept trying to deny that anything was gonna happen or whatever, they ended up going forth on that. They invaded Ukraine like a couple days ago as I'm speaking right now, and it's just it is just a disaster right now. Like, it is a nightmare right now for everybody in Ukraine. Like, a lot of people now have fled. Ukraine even went the measures of, even before Russia invaded, the Ukrainian army and military started offering lessons to civilians on how to handle guns, and how to clear rooms, and how to move around building to building. If ever there would be an inevitable Russian invasion, and they would have to be able to protect their homes and their families and themselves. Well, now take it a step further. Now that Russia has now done a full invasion on Ukraine, now every citizen in Ukraine is now allowed to buy a gun for self-protection now. And that right there is why, that just goes to show why we need the Second Amendment in the United States, and just anywhere that wants to call himself a democracy, and the right to protect ourselves, right? So I mean, it's just sad to see and know that in comparison to a big red machine like Russia, we have like NATO, a bunch of NATO countries, including Canada, United States, and Europe, with some soldiers on standby if they need help. But there's nothing we can do. We all pray for Ukraine, and we really hope this thing doesn't boil into anything worse than it already is now. But yeah, heart goes out to Ukraine and everybody who is Ukrainian suffering from this. But please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I love to hear them, and thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in my future videos. Until next time, peace out, guys.